welcome back to my channel. My name is Rhoda Oluwafemi. If you're new, you're welcome. Where have you been? I film about lifestyle, social issues and adventures. Please click on the subscribe button to get subscribed to my channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever there's a new video up on my channel. Please help me reach my 1,000 subscribers before the year end 2024. I know what you guys are thinking, but I assure you that this is very much possible. Please bring your friends, your loved ones, your sisters, your brothers, invite them to my channel to have them subscribe to my channel and also like my content. Thank you guys. What I'm about to address now is something that hurts me, and as someone that I'm not just a woman but also share in the struggle of this person that I'm about to talk about, I feel really sad about the incident. Without wasting much of your time, let's just dive into it. You guys recall when I came back after being away for about 8 months, I mentioned that I was away from social media and stuff like that, and I've been back now, and I know that I miss like a lot of trends and gist on social media. And so recently my friend and I were talking, my roommate, and then she mentioned this person's case to me. This woman died of domestic violence from her husband. What pains me the most is that our family members were fully aware of the situation and the incident. There are quite a number of things that I really want to address in this story. So this woman died. She was a mother of one. She also was a sickle cell warrior or champion. Her sister was aware about the situation. Her father was aware, and her mother was also aware. Now, I want to start from the angle of saying that before, I used to think that the more advancements and technological developments that the world experiences, there would be some social vices or social issues that will not exist anymore. But I think I've been wrong with that mindset, because I never thought that we would be dealing with marital abuse or physical abuse or whatever form of violence in 2024, especially between a man and a woman, particularly in marriage. I didn't think that we would have to be still talking about it in 2024, but alas, we are here still talking about domestic violence, and I for one would never stop lending my voice to cases or stories like this. So this person was married to an abuser, and her parents were aware, because from the tweets from her sister, there was a time where it was made that, I'm going to report it to my dad again, like my dad is going to be aware of this situation again. From that statement, one can conclude father and mother were aware of the situation. So obviously the perpetrator was not just doing it for the first time. Now, the first thing I want to address is that we need to be comfortable with the idea of adults not knowing everything, particularly parents. It's the bitter truth. I know I might not be able to relate, but I promise you that there are a lot of parents out there that don't mean well for their kids for many reasons best known to them. We have heard stories, we have seen stories of people who have had very unspeakable experiences, right, from their parents. People have been raped by their fathers. People have been neglected by their parents. So the idea that your parents are the best thing, or your parents are perfect, or adults don't lie, or adults always mean well for you, is false. We need to get with the memo. As a Yoruba girl, there's a saying in Yoruba that says "Agbalagba o kin paro." I'm sorry, Agbalagba man paro. Adults lie, because there is nobody that is infallible. There is no single person on earth that is infallible. Nobody. So people lie, and because you are a father or a mother doesn't always mean that you mean well for your children. Some parents would rather have their kids married regardless of the situation, even if there's always fire on the mountain in their kids' homes. They would rather their kids stay married than leave the marriage. I don't know what it does to them. I don't know the prestige that comes with that. If you're an adult and you already know that your parents don't mean well for you, I'm sorry, but there's no reason why you should be discussing your personal issues with them, especially issues that endangers your life. Because all you hear them say is manage, or what are the things that you are doing to get him angry, rather than run for your life or come home. Yes, parents need to start preaching that. Come home. There's so much love at home. Come home. If you're not being treated well where you are in your matrimonial home, come home. Because tell me why a father and a mother will be well aware that their child is being maltreated, physically harassed, and beaten by her husband, and nothing was done. And now this person saying something special should have been done because she lived with sickle cell or anything. But live with sickle cell already, they are already fragile. They need all the care in the world, because with or without domestic abuse, they are already going through challenges, health challenges, where there are do's and don'ts. And there's one bloody person beating, and you are aware as a parent. I tried to look for the story on Instablog, but you know the way blogs are. In a day, they put out about 10 to 20 content, so it's really hard. But before I publish this content, I'm going to try really hard to look for that story and just attach it. And I'm sure most of you must have even heard this story a long time ago when it happened. I think it happened around maybe June or something. It's been long. My friend was telling me, I was just like, you're joking. This cannot be real. Because it cannot be real. It cannot be real. Parents are fallible. They can fail. They can lie. They might not always mean well. Yes, there are people who come from good homes, loving homes. Thank God for that. But there are also people who don't come from good homes. And so when you get to a certain level where you can fend for yourself, you need to run away from those families that never meant well for you. And then the second thing I want to address is, I know we always say you can't help someone that cannot be helped. Now, I've changed my orientation with regards to that adage. Sometimes we need to force help down the throat of people. Who knows why the woman stayed there? Maybe it was because of her parents, her family members. They were not in support of her leaving. But her sister, because it was her sister that shared the story on Twitter, her sister knew about it. To be honest, I didn't even know which angle to come from. But sometimes we need to force help down the throat of people. That sister should have kidnapped her. And make not only the husband, but her parents pay for ransom. Kidnapped her, taking her out of that matrimonial home to a safe place. Maybe she didn't want to, but sometimes, like I said, you need to force help down the throat of people. Oh, my son, I don't want him to grow up in a separated home. Excuse me? But he's growing up now without a mother. How about that? Because a lot of times when victims talk, they say things like, it's because of my children. Which kids? Which children? The kids will live their lives with or without you. You are the most important person. Because if you are not well, there's no how you can even take care of your kids. The kids you say you're living for. And why should you even live for your kids? More so in a dangerous state. Huh? Now she's gone. The child she left behind is without a mother. He's going to live his life regardless. And a lot of times also, I'm just here to debunk quite a number of things. A lot of times also, people always say, as a woman, you need to be financially independent so that no man can perpetrate, any form of abuse. Hello? They are breadwinners who are being abused. The late gospel singer Osinachi, God rest her soul. She was a financially independent woman, but she was killed because she stayed with an abusive husband. So with or without your money, you can be a victim. So again, we need to stop preaching financial freedom. No, I'm not even saying stop it. I'm sorry. We shouldn't stop preaching because we need women to be financially free. But that is not enough. That is not enough to not be a victim of domestic abuse. We need to start preaching safety. Safety. Women need to start seeing themselves as important and regard themselves as first in whatever situation. You've been married for 14 years. So what? You've been married for 35 years. So what? Okay. You've been married for 35 years. Okay, so you want to die in the 36th year. That makes it any better. I don't want my kids to be from separated home. Hello? Your kids are going to live with or without you. So you choose yourself first. Always. I mean, this is 2024. Nobody should be dying as a result of domestic abuse. What? It was giving me that gist. And I was like, huh? Are you serious? I'm like, tell me you're joking. Because there's no way in 2024 people are still dying as a result of domestic abuse. Choose yourself first. And no, you did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Because that man will not harass or physically abuse his boss. Or even verbally abuse his boss at work if his boss does something that angers him. He will not dare. He won't. So don't blame yourself. Oh, I must have done something to hurt him. I must have done something to annoy him. Duh! You did nothing wrong. I'm never going to be tired of lending my voice to voices like this, to social issues like this. But we need to learn. Financial freedom is good. We need to preach that for more women and many more women. But no illiterate, no poor person deserves to die just because they are poor, or just because they can't read or write. It's because she was not educated. The guy just took advantage of her. No! Parents also need to let these partners of their kids know that, listen, if you do rubbish, not only will I withdraw my daughter from your home, I'm going to handle you myself before I hand you over to the authorities. Marriage is a good thing, but don't sell your child out. Don't sell them out. Don't come and say, whatever happens, we'll face it. Whatever happens, we'll face it. And as mothers, don't be saying, you too, you have seen your father, everything that happened, I still stayed. Don't say that. Don't say that. We need to stop that toxic culture. Don't say that. And as adults, you know what is right for you. You know your right from your left. Everyone might be saying the same thing, but if it doesn't please you, you walk away. And yes, you can cut off people, cut off family members that don't mean well for you, cut off your sisters if they don't mean well for you, cut off your parents. Your life is more important than any other thing. Now she's gone. Even if the guy is going to serve punishment for whatever he did, he's going to be working a free man someday, and he's not dead. They can't take his life, but she's gone, and she has a child. She shouldn't have died. Her family members covered it. Her sister covered it. How dare she? That's all I have to say. It's so disheartening. It's heartbreaking, and I hope that she's resting well wherever she is. So I come away some other time, guys. Be good. Bye.